Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome, I'm Katie and I upload these videos. I upload fitness related videos, routine videos, vlogs, books, anything really. I just don't really set myself in any sort of genre. I just upload whatever I feel like uploading. And I'm really enjoying project planning. And so I'm bringing this back. I was going to bring this back next month. And I was like, I'm not working on enough products. I need to work on more at one time. So I'm bringing this back bright and breezy. So if you haven't watched these before, basically you roll in 10 items and you try and hit pan on them. You try and hit any sort of goals, usage goals, finish goals. And the idea is, I think some people do this on like a yearly basis, so they do it from January to December, and it's a rolling project plan. So when you roll something out, you then roll something in to replace what you have just rolled out. I do it by a random number generator. That's how I select my items, but I know a lot of people tend to just pick and choose from the items. I'm not someone who can do that. My brain just does not work that way, so I prefer using a number generator. And I have a spreadsheet of my entire collection, and I have every single item numbered. So then when I roll a number on my generator, then I can then look to see what that number is and then roll it in, and I will re-roll if it's not a number that works. If I'm working on an item that's in a different project or it's already hit a goal that I've wanted to reach on it, then I tend to re-roll. I don't do it on a yearly basis. I don't do it on a January to December. I do it based on when these 10 items that I'm rolling in this video, when I've reached all of the goals I've set for them and they've all been rolled out, that is when this project ends. So it could be less than a year, it could be more than a year. It's a you just don't know when it's going to happen sort of situation. So that is how I do it. I also only allow myself to have 5 eyeshadows in at once. I'm only allowing myself to have 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters in at once. And then I'm also, when I roll in an eyeliner, that tends to have 10 uses. And also like a black eyeshadow, that's also 10 uses. Then other items, I kind of pick and choose when I roll them in, if they're going to be a usage goal or if they are going to be until I finish or until I hit pan. I kind of decide when I've rolled them in and what they are, what my goal is going to be for them. So with that being said, I've already gone through and selected my 10 items that I'm going to be rolling in. And so why not go through them? So here we go. Here are my items that I'm going to be working on throughout this year. And yeah, right, let's go. Firstly, we have got my Modern Renaissance palette. And in here, I'm rolling in the shade Tempera, which is going to be relatively easy, I think, to work on. It is this shade up at the top. Obviously, it's a very light shade, and so these will be relatively easy to hit pan on. This I could use easily as a base shade or as like a blending shade. I don't know, it's just really easy to work on. So I think this is going to be really easy, especially knowing that ABH palettes are really easy to hit pan on. I don't feel like it's going to take me very long to actually reach that goal. I have got obviously experience hitting pans in ABH palettes before. There's even 2 in here. And it didn't take very long because of how easily pickable, that's not even a word. Next, we have got this palette. Now, I think this was in a project last year, was it not? Was it maybe in my deck of panning? Or was it in this palette, this challenge? I can't actually remember. I've already reset my spreadsheet, so I can't even look back to see what I worked on last year. So anyway, this is what it is. This is the Naked Urban Decay Wild West. I do know I worked on this last year. I worked on this exact shade. I'm working on Whiskey. And I did just randomly roll this one in. So I'm rolling it in again because I've not actually hit a goal on it. It doesn't even look like I've used it. And I'm pretty sure I used it a ton of times as well. But I'm going to work on Whiskey and I'm going to aim to hit pan on it. I know how long these take. These take forever to hit pan on. So I'm not expecting it to be an easy one. I think this is going to be the the last item in this project that will be the defining reason of why or when I finish this project. And I like that. I like having a long-term goal. So I'm going to work on Whiskey and try and hit pan on it, and I do think this is going to be the one that's going to be in here the longest. So wish me luck on that one. And I wouldn't usually work on a same eyeshadow that I have just been working on a lot in the previous year or recently. However, I do like Naked palettes and Urban Decay palettes, and I want to hit pan on more of these because I've owned them for such a long time. I think it's time to get some usage in them. So yeah, I'm totally okay with doing that, and I hope it's not too boring for you guys that I'm bringing back an item that I have already been working on quite recently. Alright, the next item we've got is my Lorac palette. This is the 120 natural eyeshadow palette, and it's got 2 spreadsheets in here, and the eyeshadow I rolled in is the 45th eyeshadow, which is this orange shade down here, right in the middle. The goal for this is obviously to hit pan on it. These are really easy to pick up as well, so I think this is not going to take me very long either. This is a massive eyeshadow palette, obviously 120 eyeshadow. It's going to take me forever, so any chance I can get to work on these eyeshadows, I take it. So yeah, I'm very excited to be working on this one for hit the goal of that. I do know because of previous projects that won't take me like super long either. Then the next eyeshadow, and actually the last eyeshadow that I've rolled in, so I've gone under the five eyeshadows, this is the 4th one, is this eyeshadow palette. This is the Colour Institute palette. I put number 19. Now I've got 2 eyeshadow palettes that are the Colour Institute, and they don't have a shade name, so I named that eyeshadow palette 1 to 10 and this one 11 to 20. So that's why number 19 is what we've got here. Actually, it's already hit pan. It's this shade here, this shade right here, already hit pan on it. The goal for this one is just to use it a lot more. I'm going to try and use it 50 times and then roll it out, just to get some more usage in this palette and some more love in this palette. We're going to run out of battery. Run out of battery, hang on. Sorry, okay, I had to change the battery. I might have changed the angle a little bit. I'm not too sure. Let's move on to the next item. The next item I've got is this. This is my Nicka K blush in the shade Romantic. This is a powder blush, and so obviously I can't really pan and powder blush. That doesn't really work that way. So I'm going to give this a usage goal of 20 uses, only because I'm working on a lot of blushes at the moment, and 20 uses I think is fair enough for me to be working on this one. I don't think I'll actually see much change in this. I feel like I've used this so many times and like it's not really gone down very much, so I'm not expecting a huge amount of change. However, it looks like it's still brand new, but it's not. The next item I've got is this. This is my Pixi lip salve, and you can actually see it's still brand new in its packaging. I probably should have rolled in an older lip salve that's open, but this was what the number generator gave me, and so I'm working on this one. I apologise to all my other disregarded lip salves in my collection. I don't hate you, this is just what I rolled in. This is what I'm going to work on. This is obviously brand new. There's no way I'm going to finish this in a year, especially as I'm working on another lip salve, which I have been working on for several months, and it looks like it's made no difference. So I know it's probably the same for this one as well. So I'm going to give this one a usage goal of 50, and then we will see where we're at the end of that, I guess. I feel like there's not going to be much of a change. This is obviously brand new. Maybe I should actually show you guys what it looks like and open it. There we go. There we go. Wow, so this is what it looks like. So there we go. It is brand new and unused. Also, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a coloured one. I'm not too sure where that's going to go. But yeah, this is a Pixi by Petra Shea Butter Lip Balm. Also actually smells quite nice. I do quite like the smell of, like, you know, the original like lip salves, and this smells like it. So 50 uses for that one. Next up, we have got the nail polish from Dove Rolling, and that is, of course, Holo Taco, because of course it is. This is Board Meeting, which is this blue shade. I'm actually wearing it. So Board Meeting, actually the Board Meeting, the shade is this one here underneath the grey on this nail. That is this shade. That is the shade under the grey. Yes, I don't think this is a limited edition. You should be able to buy this. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain this is still available to buy. I've got this in for a use of 10. If you guys have followed me for a while and you've seen me do these before and rolling nail polishes, you know I do them based on fingers rather than like uses, because I feel like some people might just do it like a full manicure, like do it one time for each manicure. So if I used it 10 times as like a manicure, that would be like 100 uses. So I'm actually giving this 10 fingers, which is just one manicure. I feel like that's enough because I work on so many nail polishes all the time and I change my nails literally on a weekly basis. It's making me wear it once and then move on. So I'm okay with that, but however, I don't always wear the nails the same colour, as you can see, so it's always a bit sporadic, so I may not actually finish this within a month. It can take me a couple of months to actually get through this. So yeah, 10 fingers and then this will be rolled out. Next up, we've got 2 highlighters, which is the maximum I can roll in, is 2 highlighters. So let's get through them. The first item we've got is this nice MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. Such a stunning shade. This is what it looks like. This is obviously a baked product. I am not expecting to actually hit pan on this one, like, at all. I think that's an impossible task in this project. Because it's a baked product, I would more than likely try and hit pan on this in my Pan Everything rather than in this project, just because that's more of a long-term running project. So I'm going to leave that for this one. However, I am going to use it 50 times and then move on. So ideally I'd like to be able to see a dip in here before the end when it's rolled out. That is the goal for this, is to try and get a dip going in here. It might be a hard task given that it is a baked product, and also I don't wear a ton of highlighter when I wear it. So, and then the next item is this. This is my Sleek highlighting palette in Solstice, and the item I've rolled in is this lovely little shade called Equinox, which is actually this like orange peachy shade down here. Now this highlighting palette was like the first palette or highlighter I got that was actually something that could fit me and my skin tone. I really struggle with highlighters being too dark for me, being too orange or just a weird shade. And so when I found out about this palette, I feel like one of the influencers on here, like back in the day, reviewed this, and they were quite pale. I don't know who it was though. And it looked stunning. I was like, oh my god, I need to buy this. So I did buy it. I was influenced to buy this. And it is stunning. I love all the items on here. So it's got 1 cream and then 3 powders. Anyway, why am I giving you a review on this? I don't know. But anyway, the highlighter I'm rolling in is obviously this stunning shade Equinox at the bottom. Oh, what a beautiful palette. The goal for this one is also to have 50 uses, but also I will see where I'm at 50 uses, and then I might change it to hit pan, depending on how far we've got. So it is a 50 uses to begin with, and then if at 50 uses it looks like it's made a good amount of progress, then it'll be until hit pan. But we shall see when we get there. At the moment, that's what I'm going to give myself just to. And then the final item is one that I am regretting rolling in, but we're going to do it anyway. is this. I've rolled in this Ico Fat Liquid Eyeliner. It is a fat boy. It looks like this. I honestly don't know how I'm going to work on this one. Given how small my eyes are, I think the way that I'm going to go through with using this one is probably to use this as like a base on my eyes and then use like blacks and things to make like a black smoky eye look. That's the only way I can think of wearing this, because I can't really do a whole eyeliner like I have today because this would be too thick. It would cover like the entire eyeshadow. So I think that's what I'm going to work on with this one. Anyway, as I've said before, eyeliners only have 10 uses in here, and that's what I'm going to give in here. However, I've not actually used this in a while. It's been a couple of years, so I don't actually know if this even has any ink in it. So I'm going to obviously trial it through the month, and if it does not have any ink in it, obviously I'm just going to throw it away at the end of the month, and we will roll something new in February. So, no, March. Well, we're nearly at February, Katie. I'll roll something new in March if this still doesn't have anything in it. So and like it does have some stuff in it, so it just depends how it goes on my eyes. So yes, 10 uses, and then we will roll this one out. And that's it. That is the 10 items that I'm rolling in for my Project Pan 2024. I am looking forward to working on these and doing my regular monthly updates for you guys. So I think last update took me, 12 months to work on the items. Let's see if I work on these ones any time sooner than that or longer than that. I actually do prefer when they are longer than 12 months. I think that's even more fun, just to like show how long it takes items to work on, especially when you work on them regularly. I think that's quite fun. Anyway, there we go. That is my update. I will bid you guys a farewell, and I'll see you guys in my next one.